Oi. 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 Oi.
Oh, hello, listeners.
Boring. Let's speed it up. Faster.
Alrighty, and welcome to the...
All right, that works. I guess speeding it up really doesn't help.
No,
at all.
not at all. The Power Hour Seshi, brought to you by El Fakir Tobacco and Coconara Coals.
This is true.
Sponsored by.
Super unofficially.
Unofficially.
They have no idea.
Yeah.
what they're
And while we're on it, we're
They have
unofficially
zero
sponsored by
idea.
Monster
And Cliffy B.
Cliffy B,
We're officially
and
sponsored.
Ludacris, and
What else
Blueberry
is it?
Yum Yum.
Blueberry
Keep
Yum Yum
balling
just
it.
before
Just
that.
keep
General.
dropping names. Name drop.
Yeah.
Drop.
And then we can just
That's how you
tag
get
all
famous.
these.
And then afterwards, you say, "Hey, we gave you a shout out."
Yeah, and then maybe they'll...
And by shout out, I mean we said we're unofficially sponsored by you.
Yeah. It works
I
out
think
perfect.
they'll roll with it.
So this will be our second... what are we calling it? Preview cast? Or
Yeah, preview.
Upcoming-
Preview's good.
preview
Upcoming
cast.
awesomeness.
Upcoming games in February.
Wow,
And
debatable awesomeness.
yeah, again,
actually.
Yeah.
just as our pre-January cast, we're not seeing much as of way of February games.
Yeah.
Looking kind of bleak.
Yeah. Those are good describing words. I mean,
Desolate.
Ooh, I like it.
no, desolate, no,
Okay.
but desert-esque, yes.
Arid.
Picture like
Yeah,
I am
arid.
legend.
It's a very arid climate
dry.
of gaming next month. Yeah.
if we were talking
So.
about in terms of population, I Am Legend style.
Yeah, it's basically just Will
Maybe
Smith.
like
I think that's what we're getting at.
Yeah. There, maybe we'll find a dog in there too.
Probably not.
No, wasn't everybody alive at the end of that?
no, only
No, they're like zombies or something.
only like a small handful.
And
Yeah, that's right. And like,
oddly enough, they were in New England.
yeah. What weren't they in like
They were in like Vermont. I
Yeah.
think.
like northern
way
Vermont.
way up, like
Yeah.
way up in the whiteys?
Because the zombies or whatever don't do well in the cold.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'd probably just stay in Troy. It's
Yeah.
just as cold there. Real fucking cold right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, for all you people south
Yeah, they're not.
of us, it's like 2 degrees outside.
Yeah, I think it was like 0 this morning.
My car couldn't make up its mind whether it was 0 or -1.
In I Am Legend, they're not real zombies. So
No.
are they immune to the cold?
No, they're not immune to it.
No, they.
I thought it was like when they were in the light, they like turned to
Yeah,
stone.
it was in the
and-
light, and then also I don't know about them in particular, but the virus couldn't. It was airborne for humans, and the virus couldn't survive in the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet it couldn't. Jesus Christ.
Hey, at least it wasn't War of the Worlds where everything dies from a cold at the end.
I
That
can't
annoyed
believe
me.
they remade that movie.
That movie was awesome until he went down to the basement and did nothing for like an hour and a half of the movie.
Was Tom Cruise in that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why I didn't see it.
And Dakota
so.
Fanning.
and it could.
And Tim Robbins.
Who?
Tim Robbins.
From Tenacious D, dude, come on.
Tim Robbins,
Tim Robbins?
Who?
Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption, yeah. Tom Cruise has to beat him to death.
I don't find Tom Cruise beating somebody to death intimidating whatsoever.
Well, he's only like what 5'5", 5'4".
Yeah.
There's a lot of jumping involved.
Oh, a tiny little guy.
Tiny little guy. Yeah, I was going to say, Tim
So
Robbins is
small.
like 6'3". It's an easy fight.
Wait, did you just say Tim Brown?
Here, you.
Tim Robbins.
Oh,
What are
I
you
s-
not getting about
I swear
this?
I heard Tim Brown.
Who the hell's Tim Brown?
The Hall of Fame wide
Oh,
receiver.
Tim Brown.
Well,
Jesus.
maybe not anymore, but
Well, I mean, I don't. It was
Obscure
fair to
reference.
say what he said. Yeah, I mean, they really were that bad in the Super Bowl, so that's fair.
Speaking of Super Bowl, we're all a little bit hurt over here.
Oh,
Except-
Patriot.
Except ours,
I could care
Not
less
at all.
either way.
You don't
Not
care
at
about
all.
football.
No, not at all.
and definitely not about the Patriots.
No.
No, yeah. See, he roots against them, which is okay.
Ma-
Everybody's entitled
Honestly,
to their wrong opinion.
At this point, it's mainly just to piss everyone off.
yeah, yeah.
I can come over here and go,
I
so
think
who are the
that's-
Patriots playing? Yeah, go that team.
I think that's why the Yankees have so many fans,
Oh, hell yeah.
because it's so easy to hate
Oh, yeah.
and hate the people that are fans of them. So it's I'll just be a Yankees fan.
It's not so
everybody's
much the
pissed
people that
off.
are from New York. It's all the douchebags that are in Connecticut. They think they're from New York.
Yeah.
That's sort of my issue with why people like the sports teams that they do around here. It's like Boston Red Sox. hey, we root for the Boston Red Sox because they're kind of close to us.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel
like
at least
like we don't have one. You're free to pick whatever the fuck you want.
Technically,
You don't have to pick the Red Sox.
except for the New England Patriots,
Because they're new.
I suppose
because they're
New
now
England,
they envelop all of New
I just
England.
don't like it.
Yeah, you don't. You don't have to.
I just don't like the
But
root for the
right.
home team just because you're from the home.
Well,
Fuck that.
well, at first I thought when I first moved here that would never happen. I'm going to root for my team, and then you're like, man, I can't ever get to watch my team. Why don't I just at least feel like I have some stake in the local team?
At least you can watch every game and feel dedicated.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
like I remember Matt.
You feel like you're part of it.
Matt Depew, his favorite team's
Raiders.
always been the Raiders.
Raiders.
Always.
Oh, yeah.
And he used to get excited because there'd be like one game on that he'd get to
That
see. He's
year.
like, yeah,
That year.
week 4, I got a Raiders game. It's gonna be on whatever, and it's like
I'm
Because they're playing the
Ranger.
Patriots.
or the Patriots are on bye. They're playing the Jets.
yeah,
And the Jets are at home.
yeah.
Yeah, you have to. The stars have to align for you to see your favorite team if they're not the local team.
Or if you're gonna go and spill for that NFL package or whatever for like 100 whatever.
No, it's like $300. It's stupid,
that.
and it's not even like you can watch 8 games at once.
I mean, well, can't you kind of on that
Yeah,
system?
I don't know.
I can watch 6 picture-in-picture
I know we
games at
had
once.
we had it. We had gotten it from somebody, and I used it on PlayStation 3, and you couldn't. But I think with the
DirecTV box.
whatever
Straight off
whatever
the
box
cable
that they let
box.
you use,
Yeah.
that you could do it. You could
Yeah.
watch like 8 games at once. Which at that point, it's like, well, I have to watch 8 games at once just to get my money's worth, and I can't tell what the fuck is going on in any of them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they threw no, wrong game. Oh, I'm not excited about that. Boo!
What they need to do is if you have that, they need to start cascading them so that it'll be like big play and then huddle and then the next one's big
Well,
play and then huddle and then
Actually, as far
commercial
as I
and next
know, the Red Zone channel, I think it's called,
one.
or something like that. They allow you to do it. They
think
switch to
that one is-
whatever game,
Yeah.
whatever team is in the red zone. They switch that game, so you can watch them like try to score.
That's
It's kind of why don't you want to watch defense? Nobody wants to watch defense anymore. I want to see helmets flying off when you go across the middle. Maybe I'm just sick in the head, and I don't care about the safety of
nothing
other
wrong with
people's
that.
brains.
There's
But
nothing wrong with that.
show me that violent
No,
shit.
a couple years we're going to have some sarcastable.
What?
Tell us
Oh,
what
you didn't see
sarcastaball
that
is.
South Park episode?
No.
No, not yet. Apparently,
Oh.
was that the one where they intro talking about concussions and shit?
Yeah.
I heard about it, but I didn't.
pretty
I
hilarious.
didn't watch the whole thing.
Hilarious that we're just talking about whatever the fuck because we really don't want to talk about the games that are coming.
Yeah,
out
it's
next month
that
because
bad.
they're
Well, it's not
so
that bad. It's
brutal.
just
I guess it's about that time, though.
Yeah, I guess
about
we'll
that
get into
time, Jeff.
Let's jump
shit.
into aliens, colonial marines.
Sounds
So-
terrible.
Now,
So
this
this-
game is obviously based off the movie Aliens.
Yeah, obviously,
I'm only saying
Sort
obviously
of.
because I'm looking at
the exact
yeah,
logo
the
of
logo.
Aliens.
the opening vagina light. That's what that looks
So
like.
I, one of your 4 hosts, Doug Mitchell, was not a fan.
Yeah, I'm just
For
really
my
not
initial-
a fan of the
my
alien
initial,
movies in general, so I probably just won't get into it.
My initial sights.
I mean, it looks all right. The graphics look decent on this little gameplay trailer we're looking at right here, but
I just remember watching Doug playing. Now that game that you played, Doug, where you could actually play as an alien, that never came to fruition, right? That was just like a demo.
No, that
the
was
demo's
real.
what we played. I don't know if it ever.
That was real.
That was a real game.
Oh, that was the full game.
no, Tommy, that
Yeah.
was not a dream. That game really did exist.
That was not a tech demo. That
I just
that
remember
demo
you
off a shady
you could
site.
play as an alien, and it was really cool because you could like go on the ceiling and everything. But
Aliens
it was
versus
like
Predator.
really fucking confusing once you got on the ceiling because the ground actually looked the same as the ceiling. So once you got
Yeah,
on
there
the
was-
ceight, you're like, shit, which way is down?
There
Which
was,
way is up?
there was no difference between it. You didn't be in a hallway. All the textures are the same. So you go to crawl up on the wall, and it's almost like it rotates the wall on as the floor. So you have no idea. You're completely disoriented.
and it gave
Until
you
you
like
see a
a
human
weird
running
fucking alien vision too, didn't it? So it was
Yeah.
even harder to tell.
It
what
was
you
like
were
a
doing.
fisheye, I
Yeah,
think.
stupid.
So all the textures are the same, and then everything is just red.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, everything just has a red over.
So you'd pretty much just be crawling around until you saw a dude, and then you were like, oh yeah, that's the ground.
I don't know. I mean, this could look worse. I mean,
the graphics looked fine.
Yeah, I mean, as a first person, it could be exciting to go in through the alien world.
Just to let you know, you got to skip ahead to like minute 5 to even see him start shooting his gun. Really? Yeah, but
We'll skip ahead then.
yeah, as I mentioned before, I'm one of your hosts, Doug Mitchell. Joined to my left here is
Succulent Tommy Hughes.
The
Or-
succulent, not the sultry anymore.
or the sultry.
I like succulent.
Succulent. It's best fun.
Sultry?
Fervently succulent.
More fun.
Succulent.
Just succulent.
Just succulent. Succulent and sultry.
Succulous.
Fuck it, I'll take 'em
Succulous.
both.
Yeah. To my right,
I am just the normal Eric Bada.
yeah, just
Oh,
very,
Oh.
very plain.
Oh.
But
He's
to
like-
the ladies out there, he is quite sexy.
Yeah, he's a simple Sally.
I'd fuck him. I'd fuck him.
Wow.
I'd fuck him.
I'd fuck anything with a hole. And to his right, to his right, moving right along. Move to
Off
next.
of that subject,
Yeah.
I am Eric Powers, and I would not have sex with Eric Bada.
That's your
But
choice.
any other
Yeah,
hole?
it's your choice.
But any other hole? Possibly.
Rough handy? Rough handy.
Maybe.
I'm still
Come on,
going to
rough
just.
handy. Rough handy.
I'm in a
Even though-
dedicated relationship with a woman.
I'm in a dedicated
Oh, that's the
relationship.
problem.
too.
I'm not hating what you guys are into. I'm just saying that's not what I'm into.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Right. Anything.
Well, I don't
very
know. I
woodland
kind of like
creatures.
this
It's-
little first-person mode. It's a little more. I don't know. A
It
little more
was-
realistic
when-
looking than
when
Call
you-
of Duty.
Yeah, when you start, it's when I actually watch him shoot and hit things that I kind of get a little taken aback.
Taken
I
aback in
just-
a good way or a bad way?
No, kind of in a generic way.
All right. Well, let's see it. He's probably about to start shooting at these aliens swarming outside of this
No.
window. No,
No.
he's just going to look at him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, that just from that little view right there, the alien didn't look too good. The graphics look kind of.
Well, we're watching this on like
Yeah,
480p. Right?
we're
Yeah.
watching this on low def.
They-
Yeah.
Might be-
Also called
This is an older
80s
video.
and 90s.
Thank you, P. Billy.
And as we can see from here right now, like the guy's doing objectives, and you have to place the objective right in this spot, and that stuff just annoys me. Like even
Yeah.
like the area, like let me set it up in a spot, and if it fails,
Shoot
then
That's
it
on
fail.
you.
See what I mean? Doesn't it kind of look generic to you?
Dude, they just sort of explode into green goo.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, this
That's
is what
why
I-
I said it. It just seemed generic,
It
and
seems like it's
there was nothing exciting. Still could be good.
Yeah, like
And
what
Gearbox makes
could be
good
fun.
good products.
It could be fun.
what I would like to see in as opposed to what we're seeing with just the exploding alien is for each individual bullet to maybe like hit this thing and have it have some weight and the alien to like just react and like fall down and die.
I'd
You
love
know,
that.
like,
Yeah,
oh, I got like
yeah,
shot
I
by a few
gotcha.
bullets and like fell down. It's like, no, as soon as you hit it with any sort of bullet, it just fucking explodes into green goo.
Well,
There's a lot of mechanics that, especially in first person shooters, just haven't evolved in like it's what 20 years now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like they're just like, we can get away with just having these explode when you hit them. It reminds me of like zombies in Duty. Like it was just sort of like we're just gonna throw masses of things at you, and as long as you catch one with a bullet, you're probably gonna be all right.
But that's what I kind of don't like, and I hope that in this game, because if you've seen the movies, obviously, if you fucking hit an alien close range, that's like practically trying to shoot a grenade because their blood is acid.
Yeah, and it just starts.
Yeah,
Spraying.
they actually showed that earlier. There's dead aliens in the floor.
Yeah, and it's burnt
and
into
it's,
the
like,
ground.
burnt
But
out.
what I'm wondering is if you shoot an alien at close range, does it affect you? Does it give you damage?
I don't. Yeah, maybe. Well, did you? You guys didn't play any Gears of War 2 online, right?
I did a little
So,
Gears 2.
all right. So in the first one, you could just run around, no issues. So people could just shoot the shit out of you while you're moving, and it was fine. Then they did a little bit of what you were saying with the bullets having weight or actually being an object. And as you were getting hit while sprinting, it'd slow you down almost to a dead stop. It actually became a massive problem
They
because
do
you
that
couldn't
in Halo
sprint
now.
anywhere.
It's annoying.
Yeah, you couldn't because like the second you start getting hit, if they continue to hit shots, you're frozen in place.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess
In
that's
real life, the first one it dropped you.
Yeah.
But even if we want to extend that a little bit and say, yeah, you can take a few more.
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta have a way to escape.
50 Cent
Yeah.
took a bunch of bullets, kept on going.
Yeah, exactly.
He took 9.
So
It can happen.
yeah, at once from a shotgun,
I don't know. I mean,
shooting 45s that just like explode out in a.
That's just
Depleted
awesome.
uranium rounds.
Yeah, 50 cal rounds. That's
I
where he
think
got
that
his
was
name.
just
Modified sawed-off.
forcing their gameplay mechanic though. Like they wanted you to use cover, and to a fault
did.
at that point.
They
Though
did.
that's the thing where they're like, oh, you kind of have to
Actually,
because you
I
can't
believe
fucking run around
Cliffy
now.
had come out and said that a lot of the changes they made to Gears 2 were directly related to them not liking how the first one was played online.
what there was 2 run and gun. They said, right?
Yeah, there was too much
Yeah.
close range shotgunning,
Yeah.
which, if anybody played it enough, would know that was execution game mode, not the Warzone game mode. You try to do that in Warzone, you're gonna have a bad time.
Gonna have a
Just
bad
saying.
time.
But-
Okay.
Because you'll just get lit up with the fucking.
Because you get
Whatever
with a
the
lancer,
gun
you
was
get down,
called,
and the guy
lancer,
just
yeah.
shoots you while you're down.
Yeah.
And it was just
See,
like,
But at the same time, that was my gripe with the multiplayer. Like, I don't like just having to walk up and get a close range kill on a dude or stomp him out or something. It kind of reminds me of what's the duty one where you actually have to get the dog
Kill
tags?
confirmed.
Kill confirmed. And it's like, why? Like, why the fuck would I snipe? Like, I'm picking a sniper rifle to kill people at range, but then I need to
in
go
this-
all the way to
this
the side of
was-
the map and pick
This
up their
was done
tag.
more of a Halo style with the power weapons around the map. So you have to go get the sniper. First, you had to battle people to get the sniper. Then, when you got it, at least half the team is dead, if not more, which is like 3 people, or they're all dead by the time you get it. But most of the time, you had to fight just for that position to pick up the sniper.
Yeah, just
or
everybody-
do the weapon slide glitch, which is always a favorite. You could actually pick up a weapon, and if you did the take cover move just at just the right time, you could like pick up the weapon and take cover, and so people couldn't kill you.
Pretty legit.
No, it was illegitimate.
It's cheap.
Yeah, fact. So,
All right, let's
but
move
yeah,
off of that.
Colonial Marines.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be good.
Yeah.
Gearbox does a good
They
job,
do a good game.
but just looking at
You're
the
working with
trailer-
a hard title.
Go check out the trailer. I mean, it doesn't look terrible if you're into the Aliens universe, which I know some people are really into the movies. I remember, once again, I lived with Matt Depew. That's why I know so much about him. But he loved the Alien movies. He owned like all of them. He'd probably love this
They're
fucking
good.
game. Yeah.
They're good. I'm sure the game is. I don't doubt that it's good. I just don't get excited watching the videos of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I mean, anybody can get excited when watching an actual like game trailer, but actual gameplay sometimes they almost seem like they're trying to show you the world and the environment and the great graphics. I don't care. Show me what the game is.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, with this one, it looked like it was just first level, which I kind of like. Like, here's the intro to the game. This is sort of what you're going to be feeling. Like, and if you don't like this, you're probably not going to like the fucking game.
Right.
But,
Well,
we'll
The
see.
and I did watch a bit of the multiplayer gameplay that they had, and I went, "Oh wow, this is Left 4 Dead with only hunters, and the Marines or human players die fast as fuck.
Well, that's how
Just
it was in the movie.
Pounce. It was just pounce, slash, you're dead, get up, slash through 3 more people. It was ridiculous.
Well, yeah, that's how.
So
it
that's
is.
awful.
That's how
You
it
gotta
is.
stay
They
away
just
from-
mow down humans.
Yeah.
Now,
They're a
was it?
superior
Did
race.
it look
That's actually
bad?
the multiplayer. There's one alien and seriously 300 other people on the other team, and you just
Now,
mow them down.
did it look bad?
Kill as many as you can.
because it really looked bad, or did it look bad because the guys playing the humans were just
Yeah, that's
terrible?
a good question.
That's possible. Yeah, they may have.
Like maybe you're supposed the whole
I
point of
sent
the game
wave
is to
after
keep
wave
them at
of
range,
men
and
till
they're
the
like,
kill
nah,
counters
I can take this
maxed
guy
out.
on face first.
Yeah, they could have just been really bad, and it could have been more just to show you that here's the gameplay. Oh, cool!
This is what the alien can do. You've seen people shoot guns.
How exciting is that? Well, it can still be pretty exciting.
I remember like an exact contrast of how that trailer was. Like, do you remember when Halo 2 was coming out? And they were like, the trailers they put out was like, this is how we design maps for Halo 2. And it would be like an overview of like, we draw it out like this. We want there to be one conflict point. We want you to be able to do a single flag cap and blah, blah, blah. Like, that's talking about the game mechanics that they're putting into the game. Like,
Yeah.
that's their
That's what I
overview
wanna
for a
see.
preview, which is nice. With this, it's just like, this is the first level.
I don't think that was an official one.
Yeah.
But either way, you don't seem. I feel like there's not much with the gameplay trailers, or
How
at
much-
least the premiere trailers or whatever. Like
How much
the movie
footage-
trailers essentially. Of the game.
How much game footage was in the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 trailer?
0.
Was there even any?
Trivia question: how many bullets were shot in the TV promo for Call of Duty Black Ops 2?
I have no idea.
0? I don't know.
Close. 1.
Oh,
There was
the
one bullet
snipe.
shot.
Really?
Yeah. Some dude snipes the tomahawk out of the chick's hands. That's it.
And
I
everything
felt
else
like
is
that
just
to
them
me
running
was
around.
just sort of
I
telling
feel
me
like there was a
this
guy
is what
with
you
a
can
turret.
expect from the game.
Maybe they just can't put that much crazy
I
violence.
feel like
No,
there was some
well-
turret action.
Okay, that's a turret.
It's not a gun.
And I actually don't think it was ever fired.
I think it was.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I don't
It-
know.
I'm
but
not arguing
I
about
thought it
that.
was telling of what to expect from the game. That's all I'm gonna say.
I shoot many bullets every game, so
Yeah.
it's not really
The
same.
I spray a lot, and it works.
surgically.
Do we want to watch it right now? Do we want to watch it?
Well,
Yeah,
we
we'll
can
come back to
get
it.
back.
We'll put a
Do
pin
we have
in
any games that we're actually excited about that are coming out? That
Well, I
we can
have
talk
one
about
that
next?
was not excited about, but it looked interesting. It's called The Age of Wu Lin. It's a new MMO coming out, set in like ancient China.
I don't think you said that right.
What?
I believe it's Age of Wulin. Oh.
We should have Ryby over here to read that.
Yeah.
Translate perfect.
But yeah, so it's set in like actual ancient China. You can go to all the famous, like you can run on the wall and fight people on that. You go to like into the Shaolin Temple. You can go to like all little like towns that were back then and like be in part of them. But the really cool thing was the PvP system to me. Like, there's like an internal social media network. I don't know. I couldn't find anything on it. But
A friends list?
yeah. But so basically,
Nice.
you can like go on this thing and post bounties for people, like if people have been like griefing you or something.
Sort of like with Diablo 1, when people were like got so pissed at somebody.
Yeah.
Bring me their ear.
Yeah, and you can like offer up rewards for that. But then on the other end, like in the game, there's actually like a crime system. So like if you kill people too close to town, you can start building up like a bounty on yourself. And there are also constables, which are other players.
What the
And you can
hell
go out and
is
like
going
hunt down
on?
bounty hunters, like take out people who are doing bad things. And if you get up enough of a bounty, you get put into like jail, and you have to like use your professions to break your way out, or try to like bribe guards, or in worst case scenario, do community service around the place you were at. To,
Really?
Like,
Do
yeah, to
community
like get out.
service? Is defecating in public a crime?
Encourage.
slash squat poop.
Slash. No, dude, there was no plumbing back then. Strongly encouraged. You just had to pick like the right corner. It's fine.
There,
yeah, they
there's
said it
has
was
to just
like,
go around drunken in public, in jail.
Yeah.
No.
It's this is free to play, correct?
Yeah, I believe
So
so.
so it's
Pretty
PC
nice.
then, I assume.
Yeah, PC.
Okay.
Apparently, already making some serious cash. I saw some guy in Korea already bought some super high level sword for it. Paid $16,000.
God.
Whoa.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
16,000 Korean dollars
No, it was
So, like,
US
$6.
dollars.
Translated to
Yeah.
It was translated to US
to 99
dollars.
cents. Okay.
But apparently the combat is supposed to be like pretty entertaining. Like it's supposed to be like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon in the game. Like people just leaping like 80 feet into the air and like fighting each other
Wow.
like while they're in
well
midair and
timed,
stuff.
Bada.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
exactly.
Just,
Exactly
just
what
as
we're
you're saying
watching
it, it's
right
They're
now.
like
happening.
jumping across
Yeah, you
tree
could do
tops.
like double jumps in the air and
Crouching
stuff like
mutant hidden pipe bomb.
wall rolls.
They're
and stuff
flying
are, like,
up
normal.
a fucking cliff.
Yeah, it just
They're Asian.
it's a
Tommy.
very like cinematic.
Is this
fighting.
what it's like in China?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't ever want to go to
Isn't
China.
this feudal Japan?
I would be very just like I don't know.
This is how you try.
You-
What the fuck is
Yeah,
going
okay.
on?
Tommy,
I could-
this is actual
Not even-
footage.
It's an actual game.
Oh, this is
No. I mean, like this is like real life footage that they took of this, Asian dude
when you
jumping up.
yeah
and
when you
flying
go to
through the
Japan.
This is live action?
This is how it looks
Oh, okay.
as they update graphics cards in Japan. It gets way better.
What if that's what it was? You went there and it was just like Asian people just running along walls everywhere. You're like, holy shit, you guys.
I'd be pissed that I spent my whole life not knowing that what actually happened.
But
and
I
could
was
be
so
training
pathetic
to
in
do
comparison.
it. Yeah, I'd be walking on the streets like a normie.
like a normie.
They're all laughing at you as they fly past you.
Now, how similar to WoW is this? And I know you don't know because you haven't played it,
Yeah.
but I didn't know if people have posted reviews saying, "Oh, this is just like
no,
WoW."
it's been in beta for a while, but I haven't seen anything about
Open
like,
beta.
Yep, I believe.
Oh, might as well go take a freaking look.
It's almost
it out.
closed now. 'Cause
Almost closed.
It's coming out.
It looks
first week
like
of February.
it looks.
Oh,
like
well, I
has
guess it
the-
doesn't matter because it's free to play.
Yeah.
I don't know what to.
It
Okay.
looks like the action bar on the bottom is pretty similar to WoW's.
Yeah, it
that
looks
looks like
like-
a skill list or something. Something, I think.
Now,
Well,
do
it
they
doesn't
have
really
it
help
in
that it's in
English? Because I
Chinese
can see that
characters.
in the text boxes, it's a whole like
Chinese.
No, it's actually
Chinese or
uh,
Japanese. I
It's
can't
actually a
tell the
European
difference.
release game.
Not
I
to
think.
be racist,
Indeed.
but I can't tell the difference between the writing.
We have no idea.
Just like I can't tell.
But yeah, the other cool thing
Art.
was like when you log out, your guy stays in game. So
so
like
you could just get iced.
you can get iced, or you can like set your guy to like do tasks throughout the town and stuff like that to get like a better like do like your faction quest or something like that, so you can get like better rep.
Oh wow, that's kind of neat. It's
I'm sorry, but that person right there looks kind of like Altair.
Dude, we have
Little
to
bit.
post this video on our website so everybody can watch it, because this actually looks pretty legit. Especially if it's
Good.
free.
Yeah.
Well, that's the biggest thing. I mean, I'm
Jesus.
always willing to try free-to-play games.
Yeah,
always.
why not?
Unless they look really bad.
Yeah, in which case, unless you just think it's going to be a waste
Yeah.
of your time.
Yeah.
Free does not mean that it's worth your time.
Well, it may be worth a few minutes. Like, I played Forbidden Realms, I think it was called.
No idea.
A WoW duplication.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun for the first 3-4 hours I played it. I said, no, sir. No,
Yeah,
thank
that-
you. We're done.
That's usually my issue, is it's like, yeah, this game's doing pretty well, but if I'm going to do this, then why don't I just go to WoW, because WoW does it better. And like, it's a little more in-depth.
No,
It's like,
you're right,
if I'm
you're
going to
right.
put time into it, why
You're
not
right.
fucking do it to something?
Why am I going to play a Call of Duty remake
Yeah.
that's a fail when I could just play Call of Duty?
Yeah, when you can play Call of Duty and put in some time and work on your whatever, you know,
Right.
like I'm
On
gonna,
your proceed.
something other
Yeah,
people,
your
something
prestige
somebody
level.
or something other people actually play.
yeah.
Can I
I've
just-
always really wanted to see. Sorry, Tommy, to interrupt, but
Oh, it's
what I have to
alright.
say is more important than you.
of course.
I've always wanted to see an action game, or not action, not necessarily fighting, but I guess more fighting, where there's actual player interactions, where you're not just casting a spell or punching at somebody. There's actual, like, maybe they still take damage, but there's actual animations. So, like, they're actually almost as if they're fighting for real.
It's not like a spell where it like launches
Boom.
off like six
Yeah.
fireballs
And then
like
you
it just
just-
did. It would
yeah.
actually like hit the guy 6 times, and you could like try and like dodge it as the other person. or
Not
something.
necessarily even have to dodge it,
Yeah.
but as you're doing, so as I'm casting my fireball spell and you're doing your flip kick, the two actually kind of work together. I don't know if that makes sense.
You mean work against each other? Like you could knock. The
Well,
fireball.
they work against each other in a together way, so it looks not realistic because shooting fireballs isn't really
Oh, different
realistic.
animations depending on what's happening in game.
But not just like an overlapping
I got it.
Like
fucking normal animation.
in WoW,
Right.
Yeah.
block.
Right.
It shows block,
Yeah.
not the guy blocking.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it does kind of show that too, but in like a very generic way. Yeah. I
Right,
know
but
exactly
you're
what
mashing so many skills,
Yeah.
like so fast, it's hard to tell what exactly is going on. So that's I just want to see. I feel like I remember in Dead or Alive 4,
What is that?
they had the practice mode where you put it as you would hit buttons, it would just show like what it was happening.
Mm-hmm.
I think it'd be great just to have something similar where each player just inputs different. So they're going to go, all right, I'm going to do 2 high punches and then a backflip kick, and then it somehow computes it all out what both players input, and then just plays animations together, makes them fight. Almost as if you're creating a script.
Wait, like so.
The only
you're-
thing
So
the
you
only thing I
create a
don't like
script
that-
with all the different moves that you want to do and in what order, and they just do it blind of what you're doing,
Right.
and then they put the two together and say create animation.
Right.
yeah,
Well,
but then
see,
you
that'd
could
be
have
cool.
like just 2 guys that nothing
Yeah.
fights up, so they're just 2
Yeah.
guys just standing there
One
doing
dude-
martial arts. next to each
no,
other.
one guy just jumps. He just jump.
Yeah.
But it'd still be cool. I just you're not. It's not really a game. Like you're not
Yeah.
fighting against each other. But
What,
you kind of are. You're just like almost just trying to watch how they're going to interact.
Yeah, just
originally what like when before I played WoW, and like I think before anybody plays WoW, they go, "Wow, that's stupid" or whatever. I thought it was like a turn-based game. Like you click a spell, and then they click a spell, and then it sort of plays it out for you or whatever. And that's sort of what that would remind me of. It's almost like a
Pokemon.
yeah,
Or
like you just
or
queue
like
something
Kotar,
up and
kind of
then-
like Kotar.
Right, exactly.
Kotar
but like,
did it that way,
the
too.
reason that I liked WoW more than I thought I would was because it was so. As soon as you hit something, it's very reactive. Like you
Yes.
had to do everything
Yes.
at a time. And if I was just punching in random keys and it was just playing it out, I'd be like,
I just
"Why
thought
am
that
I
would
doing
be
this?"
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't want
It's
it
a
to
different
replace
game.
anything.
Oh, yeah, no,
It would
just
just
as its own
be
game.
just to watch
Right.
the two characters
Yeah.
fighting, but it actually looks real as it can look. But when you punch high and they punch middle or something, there's some kind of actual like blocking, overtaking type algorithms or whatever they do to
Like
figure
a
it
rock,
out.
paper, scissors type thing. Like if
Yeah,
you punch
kind of.
high and the person punches low, maybe the person that punches low will like block the high punch from the other guy
And then,
punch him in
then
the
hit
fucking
low,
stomach
and
or
then
something.
I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, I hear you.
And then you could actually
I
apply
hear
that
ya.
to a game. So instead of just like hitting people with spells and abilities, they're reacting to each other. Just like when a mage is sitting there taking 3 seconds to cast a spell, and somebody's hitting them, and you get the pushback, they'd actually be moving and dodging. So you're not. They'd still take damage, but it looked like they're moving out of the way, which is why you have the pushback. Not that you're actually hitting them and
Right.
slashing their
It's because
head
they're
off.
like taking time to like dodge.
Right.
And so like it takes them a little bit longer to cast the spell. Yeah, it's a very simple fix type thing.
I feel like it.
They're lazy about it.
I feel like it should be,
Yeah.
but maybe it's not.
Maybe not.
So
What do we got, P. Diddy? Bills?
I was just gonna say we got a lot of stuff queued up.
Yeah, let's
so
get on rants.
Metal Gear
I'm kind of excited about this one, actually.
Rising, Revengeance
Made up word.
looks terrible.
Terrible.
Why does it look terrible?
Let's watch.
Because it's
Let's
not
watch.
Metal Gear.
All right.
It isn't.
Is this
Don't
the
make
game,
a video game.
That might not be a bad thing.
Is this the game where
let's
like you can,
consider what just happened. Metal Gear 4: Guns of the Patriots.
Okay.
Is this the one where you can like slice in like very precise? I think this is bringing those very precise game mechanics that you're talking about. It's like there's a watermelon on this table. Instead of just a generic, I'm going to walk up and slice this watermelon. You can legit like slice like quarter the watermelon with your sword if you want.
G.I. Joe: Rise of the Cobra
Crazy.
was a good action movie.
Yes.
Basing it off the IP of G.I. Joe was almost sinful. What I'm trying to say is Metal Gear Solid is, or Metal Gear is Metal Gear. It's a stealth game. Don't just call it Metal Gear. Base it similarly in the world and do that.
It's like a new iteration of it.
Call it something else,
Okay.
and then in the description you put in there, from the Metal Gear universe. So it's a whole separate game. This is just ridiculous. Is that the DARPA chief?
See, I almost think of it the opposite way. Like, I think
Hi-yo!
who made this game? Like Kojima or something?
Konami.
Konami?
Hideo Kojima or whatever. I feel like if he had this technology back when he was making the originals, this is how he envisioned the game. Like that's why it's turning into this, because this is his vision, and it's getting to the point where the
can
technology
actually do it.
can actually keep up to the point. Like
I don't have a problem at all with making a very different game based in the same world. Just don't give it the name, because when you hear Metal Gear, you go,
You
"Oh
don't-
man,
you don't- when you-
this is stealth."
when you hear Metal Gear, you don't think this dude jumping on top of this mech with a sword and
Yeah,
slashing it 10 times and
exactly.
then doing a backflip off, like we just saw.
It looks great.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying.
Ninja Raiden. Oh, get what I did there?
Yeah,
I like that.
it is very Ninja Gaiden-esque. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I was watching a gameplay trailer, and he slices a dude from shoulder to torso, then slices his head off, then reslices the sliced torso, then slices the head in half.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
awesome.
It's
You gotta make sure
craziness.
sometimes.
Yeah, just please don't call it Metal Gear.
Or stab people
Like this right
through the
here.
middle of your-
He's legit like deciding how he wants to hack this guy up, and then he does it in real swift motion, and the guy just falls apart. It's amazing.
Maybe they do have. See, why don't you
Yeah,
just?
I
add
agree
some
with you,
stealth
Dougie,
elements to
that
it?
this is not a Metal Gear game, but it does look like it's going to be amazing.
And
Right.
let's admit, when we played Metal Gear Solid, the first one, all we wanted to do was like, oh, that was sweet.
that was
Sorry, I got
sweet.
distracted.
Why not just call
but
it?
everybody wanted to be Ninja.
Right,
Cyborg Ninja, that's what you wanted.
Why don't you call it Cyborg Ninja Rising Revengeance, and then put in there?
Look at this shit.
It's from the Metal
Jesus
Gear
Christ.
Dude, yeah,
I can't even take it. Like, there's like, I don't own a PlayStation, and this is like making me consider buying one
This
because
is
I've
gonna
never.
be on. No, this is gonna be on 360.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never seen a fucking game like this. Is blowing my mind. I've never even seen this. Before.
I'm going to admit,
I'm
I was like,
wondering, though-
I never wanted to play another one, but I want to play this one.
This is
Remember,
fucking-
I'm going to go back to what I was talking about earlier about making a reveal trailer or a very specific, showing you very specific things. When you actually play the game, is it just going to be tap X or A, tap A to just jump missile to missile, and it just looks cool, and part of it is just watching the animations? Or is there going to be like, oh
Super
no,
intricate.
I have to move
Yeah.
through
Hopefully.
the move on the missiles?
If it's just like a Q thing, like press A now, tap fucking square or whatever, then it'd be like,
Exactly.
this is
Trash.
cued motion.
Can
I'm not
you
doing this.
can you at
Maybe-
least
Oh, go, Tommy.
can you at least see why when I brought this up a couple podcasts ago, why this was a hack and slash?
Oh no, yes,
Yeah.
it's obviously a hack and slash.
Okay.
Now, the button mashing for the sequence, though, that's something that Dead Space actually did well. I don't know if you played the original Dead Space, and even I think in the Dead Space 2, when you would get grabbed into one of these events, everything had like the glowing points that you had to shoot. Mm-hmm. It would actually grab you, and you actually had to aim and shoot the thing. It was interactive, not in the way of
tap Y quick. It's actually like you have to aim at this thing and use
Lost
it.
Planet 3 developers go, it makes so much sense. Okay, but I'm still just pressing buttons in an order.
It just made
this
it more
one
interactive.
you had to aim and shoot, and that was awesome.
That's the thing. Like, if you can draw the player in, where they're actually feeling like they're doing something, rather than I'm working my way through a cutscene with a few taps of a button right now.
Right.
It's kind of.
Speaking of Dead Space. Segue. Dead Space 3 also coming out. Xbox,
and not
PS3.
the stupid Segway that you ride around. I think it just doesn't make any sense.
Although if I was given one, I'd
hell yeah!
I'd grab the fucking wheels out that.
I don't know where
I'm
I'd
not
use
gonna walk.
Have you ever seen the video of
Just
the lady that
in my
falls
house?
off and gets
I don't feel like
caught
walking to the
room.
kitchen.
hanging on the
I don't feel like walking to the kitchen.
pushing her forward because she's holding onto the front. It's like leaning forward and just keeps like dragging her, and she can't get up.
What is it? Whiskey throttling?
you whiskey
throttle
throttle
the Segway. Ah! Just let go. Oh,
All right, so this is Dead Space 3, right?
yeah.
This is
played-
ES3.
I played the entire first Dead Space with only the plasma cutter because there was an achievement worth, I think it was 100 gamer score. Ooh. So I played through the entire thing with just that. Pretty awesome. It was a great survival horror. Then 2 was more of, we're going to stick you in environments that are a little bit scary, but for the most part, we're going to prompt you in action sequences. And I was not a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And you could use the plasma cutter. The plasma cutter became the most powerful gun after you upgraded it.
Oh, even in 1 it did, though, because there's just so much ammo.
So I got to say that the graphics look really
now,
good.
is this co-op?
Yeah.
Okay, so
I like that.
See, just the fact that there's co-op, I may go get this game.
In fact, I may go get it to play with you.
That's a nice little upgrade
Yeah,
right there.
Dude, I
exactly.
think we talked about this in one of our first podcasts. Like, if a game has co-op, I'm more likely to play. Like, we want to play with friends.
Even if it has competitive multiplayer, I'm more willing to play it.
Yeah.
Now, I know 2 did have it. I don't know what it was because I never got into it, and I hate the PlayStation 3 community mostly because you have to listen to everybody.
That'd be terrible.
Why is
No,
that?
it is. They don't have a party system,
Oh.
and they don't have private chats even. If you're going to do private chats, you have to be at, like the PSN home.
Or you
whatever
have
it
to
is.
just mute everybody. Is that what you're saying? Like, you either
Yeah,
have to
pretty
listen to
much.
everybody or you have to mute everybody?
I don't even know if you could because I didn't
Oh,
play it that much.
Jesus.
Yeah. I've had bad experiences with the PlayStation Network and its incredible slowness. I got SOCOM 4, and I first put it in. It probably took about 4 or 5 hours to update.
Oh my god.
See, I don't know.
Honestly, when was the last time you used your PS3?
Well, it fried. The HDMI out fried.
That
So,
sucks.
yeah, it also fried the HDMI in on the TV. Pretty
Lovely.
shitty.
Did
They
that,
had
wait,
that
wait.
slow beam because
Was this that just happened? Did the other guy, his partner, just go up and ice those people from behind? Is that what just happened?
No. That was one of those things right there. Effing
Oh,
everyone, and then the
okay.
partner slowed him down. I was going to say there was no way they were going to kill
Yeah,
that thing without
like I
someone
said,
slowing it down.
just the fact that they have co-op makes me go, I may actually pick this up.
And
now.
from this
I was
little
not
trailer
looking
here-
forward to it just because it's Dead Space, and I wasn't happy with the second one.
Yeah.
But man, co-op.
From this
fucking
trailer
right.
here, it looks like the co-op is almost necessary for some parts too. Like, I don't know if this guy would have been able to do this part solo. He was getting pretty effed right there without his.
Now you just
teammate.
use a lot more ammo. That's all.
Is this trailer specifically like co-op missions, or is this just the game? Because I wonder if it's the entire, like the game in the entirety that you play through co-op, or if it's just like some select missions. Because I fucking hate that.
So I got Rage. Came out a year ago now. Rage? No, 6
a while
months
ago.
maybe.
No,
it was this last spring.
it was about a year ago, I think.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
I think it was spring, but either way, I was pretty pumped because it had co-op, and I was like, "Oh man, I can't wait!" And it's just certain missions, so boring.
And they cut out like all the
played-
story when you do that
Yeah,
too.
and
And
I
it's just like, here's your
played
fucking
like
mission.
3 hours of single player, played like 3 co-op missions, and returned it.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
what really
don't-
annoys me is
don't tell
you
me
get
there's co-op,
and
and
then
just
like when your
missions.
cutscenes, it's still only just the one player. Like,
Yeah.
Kind of takes you out of it.
I
Yeah.
hate it.
I'm spending my hard-earned money on this game. Give me 2 campaigns. Give me a second, just a whole co-op campaign, completely separate. right, with two completely separate individuals, not including the main character or something. And then the single player I can just play with another person just because it's more fun. Playing with somebody is way more fun.
Whoa.
That's your co-op friend.
Oh,
No, he's
this is
having
the
like a
hallucination LSD
Oh,
thing.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I'm on LSD. Oh wait, no, it's just a virus. Whatever. I'm done with this. Although I'm probably gonna get it because it has
It does
co-op.
look like it's going to be pretty fun.
Usually
Especially
when
with
something
co-op.
goes, there's co-op, and it's actual co-op. You go,
Dude.
oh, all right.
Even, did you guys like Army of Two?
I liked it.
Oh yeah.
You did. Maybe it's because
yeah.
Wait.
I
Plug?
played it on a single TV,
Army of Two,
and
Devil's Cartel.
I don't even know what that
It's
is.
the
I
third
don't
one that's
know.
coming out in I think a month.
EA ruins everything.
But maybe it was because I played it split screen, so obviously the graphics can't be like 100% or whatever. But like, I found that game brutal. Like,
It
I
was
didn't
pretty
think it was-
fun.
I didn't think,
loved it.
and I was also playing with my girlfriend, so maybe.
The best part was playing with somebody, especially if they know what they're doing. That's very helpful.
See, that's the thing.
But
Maybe if
you
we were
build
both
up the rage bar or whatever it was, and do those
Aggro meter.
do
Yeah.
those crazy
Which one?
ass.
Which one did you play?
I think it was the first one.
The first one, the second one, I don't even know if it had that aggro crap.
It
in
did.
It.
It did.
It did, but it was like way harder to fill.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it
in
was
the-
still pretty.
In the first one, all I would do, I think I played it with you. I think I also played it with John. I would sit behind cover, and he would just take his LMG and just
light it up.
noob spray at everything on the map, and then I'd go stealth mode and just go knife,
Yeah.
and just ice everybody,
Yeah.
and then we'd switch.
Yeah, that's
That's all
what I
it
liked
was.
about it is that if somebody else had the aggro meter completely full, you were invisible.
Yeah,
Right.
just do whatever.
That's
You could practically
It's a
run
great
into
mechanic.
a guy and he was like, "What?"
I've
Oh,
wanted
I'm
them
gonna go
to
back to
include
shooting that
something similar in any game, really. I know in what game am I thinking? Ghost Recon Future Soldier. If you had an LMG and there's a guy behind cover and you were lighting it up, it closed off his screen and like minimized it so he couldn't see over the cover, and it was awesome.
Well, I mean, definitely not even close to the same thing, I guess. But in Battlefield, when they do like suppression,
Yeah, well,
I like
it's
that,
similar.
Like, if a teammate was shooting at him, like they couldn't see shit; they were just suppressed. Like it was. Just,
Even though it wasn't meant to be a really tactical shooter, Future Soldier, it had those elements, but you had to have an LMG. Why couldn't two guys just lighting up somebody behind cover just pin him down so he doesn't have peripheral vision and he loses his HUD so he can't see what's going on? Sort of like how I feel in Call of Duty, it's technically you're not ever hitting the guy. It's you getting so close to hitting him that it's almost like his chances of live, his 9 lives. That's how I've always envisioned Call of Duty to be because, I mean, let's be honest, you shoot the guy 9 times. That's fucking retarded. So I've always kind of thought of it more as you're getting so close to ending this dude's life. And with something like suppression, where you're behind cover and they're lighting you up, even though in real life, sitting in your chair, you're going, these douchebags, and you're completely calm. You're kind of trying to find that in between of you're caught up and intense in the situation. So when you know that you can't see anything, and there could be a guy coming around to flank you, and you're sitting there screaming for your teammates, I need help, I need help, I need help, and no one's coming for you, I feel like that adds to intensity. And it's missing. I want to see something like that. That'd be awesome.
Indeed, it would.
A fucking pin down! Oh,
Maybe
shit!
that'll happen in Omerta, City of Gangsters.
nice segue.
We're
Which
not
is
as
our next
smooth
game.
a segue.
Yeah. No,
We had a
well,
good segue. Now
no, that
time
was
for a
a-
crappy segue.
It was a no. I mean, it was a
Nah.
upfront segue.
It was something that was obviously false said to make a segue.
A sarcastic statement.
So what the fuck is this?
This is a big turd.
I took this as what was that?
In a code.
What was that like GTA style gangster one that I played the shit out of? That was Mafia 2.
No,
Yeah, it was.
this is garbage.
Oh God,
It's
what
an
the
RTS.
hell is this?
No.
It's like
It's like
City
turn-based.
City. Well,
XCOM.
Oh, it's turn based.
Yeah, it's turn-based strategy, much like XCOM.
Can we just label this turd and move on?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm not into
unimpressed
this.
as already.
Yeah, anytime you have a massive text box pop up like SimCity,
Like,
Turd.
SimCity.
Oregon Trail.
Your city is under
Turd.
attack by evil aliens.
Everybody died
You've
of
lost
dysentery.
electricity to the residential zone.
Real quick
I
on
have
that.
bigger problems
Did
than
you
just
see
the
they did a beta
freaking
for,
electricity in
the
the
new
residential
SimCity?
zone.
Wait, what?
They put a new beta out for the new SimCity.
I saw
you can
that.
try,
Yeah.
but you can only play for like 8 hours or something like that.
And then it's over,
your
over?
beta code it is over.
Oh my god, so stupid.
Yeah, this
It's
does
like
look
not
like
even
a
enough time to
turd.
get into the game.
Remember
Is this
the
like a
first time-
friggin' Facebook game or what?
This looks like a turd.
It's like I think it's from Tropico. The guys who made Tropico. It looks like. I'm not sure.
It looks like a
Yeah,
turd.
all right, let's
Yeah.
X out of this.
Yeah.
If you want to
Remember
play
that.
whatever that game was on Facebook, go ahead and do it.
Dude, I remember the first time playing SimCity 2000 though, and not being able to figure out how anything works. You remember? So you have the different zones. You have residential, industrial, and business, and you put up your water pump station and your power plant, and you put the power lines right in front and all around. No. You have to build them on,
Yeah.
and then it builds over the power.
Yeah, of course.
What?
That
That,
makes sense.
doesn't make
How
any
does that make
sense.
I remember
goddamn sense.
not figuring out how to do the fucking water. Like you made
Yo.
this like weird set of figure eights, like this weird mesh of water, and you're like, I hope that's working. And then you get a pop up that says, you should build some pipes. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I've laid the pipe, son. The pipe has been laid.
My favorite part was when you'd run out of money. It's like, oh, just get free money, just sell bonds.
My favorite part.
Whoops.
is when-
And then like 5 years later,
No concept of how the Chinese are taking over.
exactly.
No, the best part of that game was just selling all the bonds, doing the cheats to get all the advanced tech, building
Cheats?
up everything,
You cheater.
and then
You don't have cheats.
unleashing the monsters on it.
Yeah, pretty much.
that-
That's all
that-
you
No,
did.
I think the only thing you really could do is, especially if you didn't know how to play, cause every natural disaster in the default town, and then just watch
Start
it
fresh.
burn.
Yeah,
was
no,
like-
start fresh.
Yeah.
that was some of the reasons I got like pink slips in grade school is because like SimCity was one of the games that they had on like the original Macs, and like all these kids would take so much time to build this awesome city, but they had no passwords back then, so you could just open them up and be like tornado, hurricane, earthquake, and then
Save,
and then
exit.
whoever would go back and be like, what the fuck happened to my city? Ah.
Just,
It was that
Pink
Tom
slip.
Hughes
just go,
kid again.
just go in and just friggin' click the apocalypse button, save, exit. They log in like, oh, look at my happy city. Then the 4 horsemen storm through. Why?
What happened to my town? There's nobody in it, but all the buildings are intact. Black Plague.
Why are there zombies walking around eating people?
My
God,
town
that'd be
appears to
awesome.
be perfect.
Sim
with
zombie?
population 0.
Oh my god,
Sim
it's,
zombie.
it's
Oh,
such a good idea.
That would be
Trademark.
Oh,
Well, we
trademark.
can't because
no, we
Trademark.
could.
they own the Sim.
No,
Trademark.
but we just have to buy the name Sim Zombie
Trademark.
Sim
and
Zombie.
then
Trademark.
sell it to them.
We should
We
do
have
that.
lawyers.
It's actually be a great
Trademark.
idea.
No, we don't.
It'd be surviving a zombie apocalypse the whole time.
That'd
You're
be
trying to
pretty cool.
build up a city, and you're constantly under siege by zombies.
That'd be pretty cool.
Dude,
Trademark.
the
trademark,
ideas that formulate in my brain, they're just too much for my brain, and I end up blurting them out on the air.
I just want to clarify something for Tom. You don't get a trademark just by saying it more than once after
I
the idea is
declare
set.
bankruptcy.
No, that's
You
how
don't-
you do it.
You don't declare bankruptcy by
when-
declaring
when
bankruptcy.
you go to trademark court, it's whoever can say it more times in a minute. Trademark.
Trademark.
That's how you.
That's
win
how it
court
works,
cases.
Billy. Don't
Is
you
how
fucking judge me.
trademarking works.
You
Look
just
it up.
filibuster the court.
Well, Your Honor.
Filibuster in the court. Damn it, he wins.
Well, Your Honor, you see, afterwards I said trademark. Oh, this court is adjourned.
You're right. You're right. There is audio
And
proof.
I got 6 people on witness, bitch.
What's that show where the guy's trying to get his bill done, and he's like, "Oh no, I don't know what to do." He's like, "Ha, I got it." Oh, it's on Parks and Rec where
What?
Leslie's
Don't
trying to
watch
get
it.
a bill in,
Unfortunately.
and she
It's
just
pretty
goes,
funny.
"Oh, I'm gonna fail. I know what to do. Filibuster." And they're like, she just starts talking about random crap, and they're like, "Is she honestly filibustering her own bill?"
Yeah, that's how you do it.
That's how it
You yell
works.
trademark a lot till somebody recognizes it.
If no one does, you talk until they give up.
You talk over them very forcefully.
Okay, so are we out of
Yeah, do you
shitty
have
games?
anything
No,
fucking
there's-
good, or-
There's,
I don't think
there's more.
I think that is all the games going on.
Ah, Crisis 3.
I like
Ah.
We took what was the game Omerta City of Crime? We took all of 4 seconds and talked about SimCity 2000 instead. That's awesome.
That's exactly what it was.
Shows how
It was
good
like
that
such a
fucking game
turd.
It was a sim city that you couldn't control the city.
It's
You
like-
just had to watch one guy.
Well, yeah, Mafia. It's GTA with slow cars and shitty weapons. No,
Shitty
thank you.
graphics.
Yeah. So why don't I just go ahead and play SimCity? Oh, why are you boring me with your advertisements, YouTube? Anyways, so Crysis 3 is actually using the Cry 3 engine. So hopefully it's going to be as awesome as the previous installments. They seem to just top themselves all the time.
They're pissing.
Just think of Frostbite, the Frostbite engine compared to Frostbite 2 engine. There's almost no improvement.
I think
When,
is this a Xbox exclusive? Are they on PS3?
No,
No,
they're
on PC,
they're
right?
mostly PC.
Oh yeah, that's right.
When
They're big
Crysis
PC.
2 came out, this was like the most computer-intensive game, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is like what people were, like,
computers
benchmarking
that
computers
like
on.
computers that people had. They had to go get new ones to play it on max
Yeah,
settings.
exactly.
Yeah.
Holy
And it looks
shit!
amazing.
Yeah, this is a
If this doesn't-
style. Like they're gonna ask us how we want to play. I think.
If watching this video
Whoa.
doesn't blow your fucking mind,
I just
don't know
jizzed my
what
pants.
will.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
so did that Metal Gear one.
No, this is true. Holy fuck!
Yeah, dude, this
Is that a
looks-
real gun in my TV? Oh my god, I think it is.
What
See
if
if you
Dougie
can pull
just
it
got
out
rid
of
of
the
that?
TV.
No, he just starts firing bullets and there's just bullet holes in your TV. Oh shit, it's too real. Be awesome, sort of, minus the fact that it'd be out of big TV.
On that realism thing, while we watched some more of this trailer, I was watching a YouTube
Compound
commercial for like a handheld. Ooh, bow and arrow.
Oh, bow and arrow's always a good idea.
I'm watching a YouTube ad for like a handheld device, and it's supposed to be like the super realistic. And the guy goes, "All right, so I'm testing this out right now." He goes,
Oh,
"Gonna try some
that's
Need for
badass.
Speed." Puts it in. He goes, "All right," and we're starting up here. And beep, beep, and he hits the gas, and it just rips him like forward and like smashes him into the
Nice.
wall. And he's like,
That's hilarious.
Can I just
It
say
almost
that
reminds me of some of those old school game console commercials that were just terrible. What was the Sega Saturn where the dude's going crazy in the room? Or the no, it was PlayStation 2 where it's just that doll sitting in the room and it was just creepy as fuck. Do you remember that
I
one?
don't remember
I don't.
that.
There's like just a doll sitting in the room, and it just like keeps like going to it and panning across it, and it's just creepy
And then
as
it goes-
shit.
PlayStation, like that.
Well, actually, I think they did it.
how'd that
creepy.
go again?
PlayStation.
One more
Oh my
time.
god, this looks,
PlayStation.
Okay.
this looks ridiculous. Minus you're this So, are you playing as the guy from Crysis 2
I assume.
No, I don't even know the story.
with
It's
that
well.
super mega suit?
Yeah, I think you are.
The
Is
graphics look.
he tearing up that log? Was he
Dude,
breaking? Oh my
He's
god!
doing anything he wants right now.
See, I just
Dude,
love
where's
how
the
it's.
nuke?
I love how it's so
Choose your own playstyle.
sophisticated,
Nuke
in the
play zombie
future.
apocalypse.
but you still have a bow and arrow.
Oh yeah.
It's a
Bow and-
vamp bow
dude.
and arrow, though.
Gears
It's a futuristic bow and
Gears
arrow.
of War had a bow and arrow.
So did
Yeah, that's
Turok.
different.
That's true.
That was like dinosaurs.
How was that different? It was an exploding tip bow and arrow.
Let's
that
not get
stuck
into
you in the
Turok
balls
because
and
that's
blew
going
up.
to go into another
Dude, the
podcast.
first Turok?
Oh
Dank.
my
Dank.
god, dude! My mind is being blown, and I'm having trouble focusing. On
I think Metal
thoughts.
Gear was blowing my mind more, but this is pretty.
This is still
insane.
pretty cool.
The graphics
Oh
are
my
insane.
God.
But I meant to say Crytek or Crysis already kind of pissed in some Cheerios because they just pretty much said no to the Wii.
Dude, they have to like,
It just
The
can't
Wii
run it.
dude.
is
the-
essentially
No, and that's what I think is the situation. But they like tiptoed around it. Were like, no,
from
business from a business standpoint,
I mean,
it
the
doesn't make
Wii
sense.
just has a small poo nugget for a graphics card.
You know,
From, what I
Crysis is
understand
like,
about
well,
the Wii is that it can handle basically the games that are out on like the better systems right now, the 360 and the PS3, but at
Not at
low
HD.
frame rates.
Yeah, and
It's like
they don't
less
even
than
have
20
HD.
frames.
They don't even have a HDMI. Oh, did
If
they
you got-
finally add it? Huh?
With the Wii
With the
U.
Wii U.
That's what I'm
so they
saying.
had
So,
to
like,
update their system.
They could have created
to
it
get
for
where
it,
everything else
but
is.
it would have been way worse graphics,
Well, this-
way
Right,
worse,
right,
and then
right.
it would have been running at like 20 frames a second. It would be a disgrace of the game.
This is what they were saying, is that because Wii U was the first of the next gen consoles to get out, this is what's going to happen, is that you're going to see more games like this where they're going to be kicking themselves because they find that it's not going to be an easy crossover and they can't run it.
See, yeah, I don't know. That's the thing. I don't think the Wii U is the next gen. I
even
think they're playing
even
catch up.
even looking at this won't be on 360. This won't be on PS3. And if it is, they're going to turn the graphics
Way
settings
down.
off.
Yeah, it'll be on low.
Yeah.
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 It'll be just like Battlefield was. Battlefield looks
First the
great on
computer.
the PC.
True
but
story. True story.
They just have to dumb it down to run on a box.
True story.
If anybody got the new Game Informer, they actually had a really good article about some of the crossovers into the Wii U, and most every one of the games were worse on the Wii U
Yeah.
because they had to sacrifice some shit.
Yeah.
And integration with the controller, too.
Well, just like with the Kinect, the same thing for the Wii U. You have to make the game
From the ground up.
from the
basically.
ground up
Yeah.
based on what it can handle
Yeah.
in terms of its controller.
Right.
When you're creating a game, you have to know, is there multiplayer, and you need to integrate that from the beginning. Is it just single player? Make sure to integrate that from the beginning. You have to know. You don't create a game and then say, okay, now we're just going to port it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's how you get shitty games,
Yeah.
because you get a port of the game, and it's not
Right. I mean, sometimes it works.
Yeah,
Far Cry 3
sometimes.
worked. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it was just a port. But
Yeah.
yeah, this looks mind blowing, and I would have to get a new PC to actually play it.
Everyone will.
Remember, I spec'd that one out just a couple months ago. If you got like, what was it, 12 grand to drop?
That'll be the minimum requirements
Hell
for
yeah.
this.
I'll sell my
Yeah,
car.
I'll
This is-
get
this
I'll
is
get that
when
with my
the quantum
4K
computing comes
80
out.
inch.
Dude.
Thank you.
PC specs are getting crazy. It was for a Dell PC. Like, oh, like they're giving away a Dell PC, you could win it. The fucking specs on it were like 24 gigs of RAM.
Yeah,
It's like, what? Like, literally, like, I got 6 like last year, and I'm doing pretty well. Like, I'm pretty sure the max right now is like 8, and now it's
Yeah.
like up to like 24. It's fucking
I
crazy, dude.
think based on the 32-bit architecture, 4 was max.
Yeah,
3.5, technically.
4. Don't be a douche.
you could put in
3.5.
you put in the 4 gigs, and then it utilized 3.5 of it.
right.
Is what happened.
So you had half there just as backup for nothing.
Yeah.
But I think now it's 8. Is that correct? At
With
least-
64-bit?
yeah.
Well,
With
there's still
64-bit,
power.
you're into the terabytes, like 16 terabytes technically of
Oh,
RAM
really?
because of the number of floating
I
point.
like,
They're
I like
getting up
that jumping.
there.
Well, we doubled the amount of bits per package on the processing, but we just went like about 80,000 times larger than that for how much
RAM
you
it'll hold,
can,
yeah.
gigabytes of RAM you can use. Oh, okay.
It just blew my mind. I was like,
Just
oh,
like
Dell
my
PC, that's
external-
pretty cool. And there's like 24 gigs of RAM. I was like, so this will run anything then.
So, do I need the processor?
You don't even
If
need a
have that
graphics
much-
card,
yeah,
dude.
If you have that much RAM, you can probably just load the entire level.
You just have a RAM, a hard drive, and an output to the monitor.
Not even. It's literally just your RAM.
Yeah.
And you're just like running through
yeah.
it.
I
You
thought
just install the
little
game to your
USB
RAM,
stick.
install 10 gigs to your RAM,
Yeah.
and then you just run the game off the existing 14 more gigs of RAM.
Holy dick sucking Christ! Linux allows 128 terabytes of virtual. Oh, that's virtual address space.
Yeah, but theoretically supports 64 terabytes of physical RAM.
Yeah,
64 terabytes of RAM. And I literally just said, guys, it's 24 fucking gigabytes of RAM. And you guys are like, holy shit. And they're like, oh, wait, it holds, how many terabytes? 64 fucking terabytes. It's an outrageous jump. It's outrageous.
So you have 24 gigs to 64,000 gigs.
Yeah. Once again, I bought a 6 gigs of RAM.
I got a
6
computer
months
with 8
ago.
gigs, and it was like, holy shit! I
eventually-
won't need a RAM upgrade for 20 years.
Eventually, you're just going to buy computers, and they're going to grow. Like, they'll just start at a gig, and then you're just going to grow to terabytes.
Yeah.
No,
not?
you're just gonna you're gonna buy it like an egg, a little baby, and as it grows,
nurture it.
just nurture it, and as it grows. It's going to organically turn into this wonderful machine, and it'll be
Games are
like
gonna start coming
it'll
out
be
like
like you'll start with a
external
Tamagotchi,
drives.
and you'll feed it, and you'll feed it. Oh, let's play ball, and then it'll eventually just grow into this massive processing thing that just
You'll get it from
Takes
the
over
quarter
the world.
machines at the grocery store.
becomes self-aware.
Become self-aware. I don't want to play Crisis 3, damn it!
That's seriously just blowing my mind. 64
We're gonna play
terabytes.
Kill All Humans. No, that's a terrible game.
I lose every time.
No, really, it is a terrible game.
Dude,
no, it's a real game. Kill All Humans.
You know, like next year, somebody will preview a PC with a terabyte of RAM. It'll be there,
probably.
and it will run anything.
I expect it
Like,
to be
I
at
can't even
PAX. What are you talking
Well, the
about?
quantum computers
Probably
are
not.
remember. 2 months from now.
2 months from now.
I think you can already build a computer with a terabyte of RAM. I think that's what I did on that machine. Go back to those specs, dude.
Yeah,
It's like
it was ridiculous.
basically there are small countries that you could just like take over. You just set the machine down at
Uzbekistan?
customs and be like, "Go for it." I'll just kick back and then.
Dude, the thing is, like, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and it was like, I don't remember the exact months, but it was like every 16 months, everything about a PC's power doubles. Its
Yeah,
RAM
roughly.
can double, its computing power doubles, blah, blah, blah. So, like,
So 16
it's like,
months from
yeah,
now,
they're literally like,
there's
they're like,
gonna be
you can put 64 terabytes, but by the time they
120
even come
terabytes.
close to utilizing that, they're going to be up to like 4,000 terabytes. It's like, it just,
It's
So you're
almost
telling me not
unnecessary.
to buy a PC right now?
no, I mean, you can, just no matter what, in about
Just
2 months, it's going to be out of,
Just continually postpone it
Just
because
have
you're
to-
always waiting for the next thing,
Yeah.
which is a month
When,
away.
when are they going to have something that you just get it and be like, yeah, it actually has a uranium cell in it?
Yeah, this computer, it's also a nuclear power plant, and will
Whatever
power
you
your
do,
home.
don't take off that back panel. You're going to burn your eyebrows off.
Make sure
Don't look directly
Make sure to
at it.
replace the
Don't look
carbon
directly
rods
at
every year.
Don't hold that power button too long.
And don't worry about those weird shaped testicles you now have.
Randy Marsh size textures you're bouncing around on. Don't worry about that.
That's nothing. That's unrelated to our product.
For God's sake, don't hit Control Alt Delete. It gets really mad.
We'll leave you with that for this week, users. Your
with
uranium
big
powered
bouncy
laptops and big bouncy balls.
We're gonna leave on a high note here.
All right, we'll see you next week, users.
See you.
Adios, users.